Week 17. Do I really have to talk about Seattle beating Chicago 6-3? Do I really have to talk about that game? Oh man, ooh, what are we dealing with here? When you think about a game, you thinking defense championships. This is not because necessarily either one of these teams are that great. The Bears haven't been the same since that game against Washington with that tip ball. And they lost how many games like this by a field goal, by a point? Bad at the end. And Seattle is a juggernaut of what I don't know. They're 9-7. They're probably a wild card team, but how good are they? I don't know. It was one of those games somebody had to win. It was one of those games that, if you stick around long enough, you're gonna win the game. Not because you're necessarily playing physical, rugged football. Just basically could have gotten Ken Griffey Jr. to hit a grand slam with A-Rod or J-Rod or Edgar Martinez or Jay Buhner. That's what it felt like. Sammy Sosa 3-run home run or something. I don't know. It just Ryan Sandberg or Andre Dawson. I don't know. But it was like a bad baseball game that was manipulated like a football game. Caleb Williams' streak of 354 pass attempts without interception ended one of the last plays of the game. That set a rookie record. But it hasn't really, the second half of the season went downhill. They got to figure out what they were able to do right early, because the last part didn't end well for them. But it was like watching paint dry. Two lackadaisical teams, two situations where nothing was going to happen, and it was just not a good look. So, it really says a lot. It speaks volumes. You look at it and in totality, and it's just really somebody had to win. So what does it mean? Well, Seattle lost a close game to Minnesota at home, and so they had to bounce back. They basically been able to beat second tierish teams, third tierish teams, but they've struggled against teams that are on their level. So they're not really a top tier team. They're in between, kind of like their record. 2 games over 500, a little bit better than average, but far away from great. So we'll see what happens from here on out. But this is the problem when you put all these football games on early in holiday week, when in games in prime time, which this was lackluster. It's like a loss of energy, a loss of space. You want your money back. Just not a good look. So, Seattle's 9-7. They're going to be battling the Rams for the NFC West. That should be interesting going down to the wire. I think the Rams are a little bit better, but Seattle is streaky enough and crazy enough that they could be a problem depending on who they face. But the Bears are headed back to the lottery again. See what they're going to drum up for Caleb Williams. It's like with Justin Fields. It's just that they can't generate enough offense. Despite having weapons, it's not happening. They need a coach that can light a fire and create a spark, because they just don't have it. And it's a waste of talent with the squad they have. So, anyway, tell me what you think about that lackluster game. I give it to the editors that make that 10 minutes worth on NFL Network if you want to watch the lowlights. That was a low-light game. Please like, subscribe, with thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for one another. Share it if you like, and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.